ねえねえ、ユキ。男と男の子と男子は何が違う？
おー、いい質問だね。じゃあ、教えるね。
お願いします。
男は英語で man という。簡単だね。
うん。
男の子は0歳から20歳くらいまでの男だよ。
ああ、じゃあ男子も同じ？
男子は男の子と同じじゃないよ。小学校から大学までの間、男を男子という。でも最近30歳までの男も男子ということがある。
そっか。じゃあ女の子は男の子と同じ？
うん、そう。女の子はだいたい0歳から20歳までの女の人。
そして女子も男子と同じ？
そうだよ。
へえ、ありがと
すごい。卵がいっぱいあるね。
う。ねえ。
お、見て。あの男の子は卵の王になった。
卵の王は子供？
うん。王子じゃなくて王だよ。
ユキはいつ卵の女王になる？
ならないならない。
Hello everyone and welcome to the lesson 15 Kanji live stream.
はい、みんなようこそ。あ、ハローウィスコンシンだね。
Hello Wisconsin. Hi, hi. Five to Salt Bears camping today. Hope you're having a good time. Sounds like fun. この金は私はシカゴに住んでいます。いいですね。Alex. I think Alex says we should call them ゴシ。あ、違う。Someone else.
あ、そうそう、ゴシだよ。Five Toed Sloth Bear っていうやつは、なんか日本語でゴシナマケグマと申しますって言ってるよ。
あ、OK, that's way up there. 日本語でゴシナマケグマ。あ、OK, OK. ゴシ。
ゴシ。
はい、わかりました。
あれ、ナマケグマどこ行っちゃう？
Don't know what happened to my hiragana greeting. I hope that doesn't mean I will be having problems again. Makes me late on the quiz. Yeah, I'm not sure either. Maybe you typed it a little bit different. Mics are a bit quiet. Andy's more so than Yuki's. Yeah.
本当だ。
That's going to be an issue today.
大変だ。
Because can you hear me a little better now? My audio interface is having issues.
あ、やばい。
I had to buy a new one. And it will arrive today or tomorrow. But there's not much I can do about it.
ねえ。
Oh, did that do something?
あ、
Test.
いけてる？
Yeah, I don't know.
大丈夫かな。途中からアンディが聞こえなくなったりしてね。
It's very
こっち
possible.
来る、こっち。
Maybe that'll be a little bit better. But probably not much I can do about that. I'm going to be a little quiet today. Maybe I'll try and talk louder so that it can pick me up. Hopefully it's not too annoying. But from next time, we will have a new interface for the audio. So that should solve the problem. Anyway, as you can see, it's becoming fall here in Japan.
ねえ。そう。みんなね、シーズンが来ました。こちら、フルーツピッキングの。
Yep, the fruits are beginning to be picked here in Japan, yeah? Lots of grapes are starting to pop up, apples. Right now, pears, I think, were in season until at least a day or two ago. Lots of different things. So the people are happy. The bears are happy. Oh my God! Thank you, Morbid Blessing.
ありがとうございます。ちょっと too much.
That covers quite a bit of it.
やばいよ、それ。2個買える、2個買える。
No. That covers quite a bit of it. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
もうユキももうチップしてもうユキももうチップしてある。
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
From next time.
ねえ。
Morbid Blessing, we'll have to put like a sticker on the audio interface that says from Morbid Blessing.
もう本当ありがとうございます。名前つけとくね。なんだっけ、オーディオインターフェースに。
Morbid Blessings audio interface. Thank you.
もうここに来たら使えます。
All right. So yes, there's a story recently in the news here. A bear got into a grape field not too far from here, about an hour away from where we live, and ate 130. What is a fusa in English? 130 grape bunches of grapes.
あ、そうそうそうそ
う。130, so a bunch. A fusa, so like one of these.
そう。
This is a single fusa.
そうそう、ぶどうのカウンターは房なんですけど、そう、一房。
一房、二房。
二房かな。
Yeah.
二
So in English
房
maybe
かな。
bunches, but it's not like a full-on bunch, like, big, like this big. It ate 130 of them in one night. Yeah. So that farmer had a massive loss because grapes are not cheap here. For some of you might know it. They're like $20-30, sometimes $40 for a single bunch of these really high quality grapes. 130 of them were eaten by a bear the other day, so that happens a lot. It was a very happy bear until it was shot.
ね
Diabetes bear, yeah.
え。
Sad for the
かわ
bear,
いそうなんですけど。
but かわいそう. It's sad for the bear, but they are very, very dangerous here. They will
スーパーアグレッシブだよね。
super aggressive. Super aggressive. If they see a person, they will eat the person. So
いや、それはぶどう食べといてほしいね。
yeah, so it's much better that they eat grapes. But anyway, lots of this happening.
あ、カムトゥジャパンさんがカウンターを教えてくれてるこのブシュルズ。
Bushels. A bushel is this basket, eh? This basket being filled up. This is a bushel of grapes. That's a bushel of. So it didn't need 130 bushels. That would be wild. I think it was just 130 of these.
あ、それはカウンターがあるの？
I'm pretty sure this is a bushel of grapes. I feel like so there's a type of basket when you go grape picking or apple picking or whatever, and it's a certain size in the United States at least. And I'm pretty sure that's called a bushel, but I'm not 100% sure.
へー。
Okay. I used to go fruit picking a lot with my mom, like a lot. I wasn't a big fan of it back in the day, but thinking back, it was pretty cool. So anyway, I think it's time for us to get ready for the quiz. Hopefully someone got maybe a screenshot of our picture that Yuki worked hard on yesterday. So I'm going to have to go ahead and erase this. But while I'm erasing it, I think we'll have Yuki pop up the first quiz. So for the quiz.
Hi.
Oh, hello. For the quiz.
おはようございます。
Yuki will go ahead and drop down a kanji. And you will tell us how to read the word. So you'll want to put either romaji, katakana, or hiragana into chat and try and be the fastest to tell us what the word that Yuki shows us in kanji
これにしよ
is.
う。はい。
Goodbye, pretty drawing. Yes, indeed. 1 bushel equals 35 liters. Okay, yeah, something like that.
へえ、結構入るね。
So 結構入る. Takes a long time to fill one of those buckets up.
私がフライングに出してるのにみんな早いね。
いいよ。
そして最初のお方とか言って、ユリシーかな、ユリシーかな、
はい、
はい、
お願いします。
はい、ユリシーさん1番いいですね。シンセティックボカリスト P さん2番ちょっと難しいお名前が。シンテレクだけでいいです。アレックス3番、カムトゥジャパン4番、オーケン5番、コナッキング6番、ゴシさんですね。ゴシ、7番、モアビットブレッシング8番、グレゴーズ9番、モンタナマーゴ10番。いいですね。はい。カムトジャパンポーポーって言ってる。
Hi, very good job. I don't have a picture for you guys yet, but the first word you're going to be getting is this one.
はい。
Yes, the brown grizzly in Hokkaido is in Hokkaido, and those are also quite aggressive. But the Asiatic black bears are also really, really aggressive. All right. You were close, Okin. You were close. But Alex, you were also close, but not quite. Kona King is in first place with
Nice.
Jacob Play 56 in second. Come to Japan Dan in third. Five-toed sloth bear Gosh in fourth. I think yes, that is correct. That's fifth for Samu. Alex in sixth. No, I forgot Sedokin. Close Morbid Blessing, but not quite. We're looking for seventh place. Where is seventh place? Let's see if I can make a bear. It's gonna look exactly like my frog.
おー、うまい。
Oh, that's a pretty good circle.
うん。
Oh.
上手じゃん。
But now what do I do? Let's see. I'll have to look at Yuki's. We'll continue that after I get a look at Yuki's. Greggles is in. So close. Grammy too. So close.
お
Greggle said Niju boom. Niju boom.
そう
Niju
か。
boom. But not quite. That's actually really hard to say. Niju boom. It's easier to say than that one. There you go. Greggles, you got seventh place there. Montana Margot, you had an extra ooh in there. You don't want that there. Otherwise, you'd be good to go. So, to type this one. No. Niji.
そうそう
Yes,
そうそうそう。
that is also correct.
うん
Niji boom.
そう。
It's an annoying thing, but that also works. Niji boom. Niji.
そう
Hi, synthetic
20 分
vocalist.
ね
You're in eighth place. Come to Japan Dan. Kumamon. Super close, Grammy, but it's not Niju boom. It's Niji boom. All right, let's go ahead and see what Yuki's got for us. Niji boom.
はーい。あはー、もう。I'm already ready だったんだ。アンディが一生懸命くまモンを描いていますね。
So.
はーい。早い。アレックス1番。ユリシーかな。ユリシー2番。カムトジャパン3番。コナキング4番。モアビットブレッシング5番。デレック、ようこそ6番。サムさん、7番。モンタナマーゴは惜しい。最初が20分です。ゴシさん。5 to the third bear ゴシさんね。8番。グレゴーズ9番。シンセティック10番。The person of watch さん。お話。そうね。OK にしたいけど、それはナウンですね。
Not quite. The person of watch. Very close. Bear. I'm going to go to the Kodomo. We'll get there fast and we'll take it slow.
どういうこと？
Montana Margot, correct. Montana は何番？
はい、11番です。
はい。
そう、
Excellent
パーソン・オブ・ウォッチさん、合ってるんだけど、それだとナウンになってしまいます。
So,
こっちは、そう。
that is a word, and it does use that kanji, but do you like my bear? There's our word. Ooh, sounds good. All good, J. Russ.
顔から手
I'm
が
just trying to figure out kuruma, kumasha.
ねえ、熊
I
車
just
か
can't figure out how
な。
that would be read. I want to go to Kodomo. We'll get there fast. We'll take it. I see. Okay, you're using it as if they're to get the English. We've got that was fast. Oh my goodness. Synthetic vocalist P is in first place with Alex in second. Mick Sweeney, welcome to the stream, in third. Five Toes Sloth Bear in fourth. Kona King in fifth. V2 Power in sixth. Come to Japan Dan in seventh. Morbid Blessing in eighth. Greggles in ninth. Not quite. Greggles super close. Kona King in ninth. Tosamu not quite. Greggles in 10th place. Excellent job. I'm not fast enough with the Japanese keyboard. You are though. You still with the Japanese keyboard, I guess. You could spell it the same way with the Japanese keyboard. Like if you're using a hiragana keyboard, like I would recommend not to. I mean, you can, but no Japanese people. I would say very close to zero Japanese people actually use the like the kana keyboard. They're considered very stylish in the English speaking world right now to have the hiragana on each of the keys, and they are on Japanese keyboards here in Japan. But I don't think anyone uses them because it's so much slower to type even for Japanese people on those than it is to just type in romaji. So you could literally type exactly what you just typed there with the romaji quote keyboard on, and you would get the Japanese to show up. So one thing to keep in mind there. Grammy, that's close, but it was that says uigetsu, which is not quite what you're looking for. It's also how I memorize those songs, singing kokomo with those items in place of the islands. Oh, that's pretty cool, though. That's a good idea. I like that. Popping in the English to help you like into things you know, or the Japanese into things you know to help you remember the words is a very good idea. I like that. Let's pop over to Yuki.
はい。じゃじゃん。これ私たち歌ったやつですね。なんかアンディのさねクマ、なかなかセンスあるね。
そうかな。
うん、そう。
合ってるモンタナマーゴ。That is correct. That would be 11th place for you.
アレックス今日早い。1番、3、2番、シンセティック3番、コナキング4番、カムトジャパン5番、The Person of Watch 6番、ゴシ7番、V2 Power さんようこそ、8番、チャーズはい、9番、ミックだよね。
はい。
ミックスウィニーさんかな。ようこそ、10番ですね。ミックさん10番、グレゴーズ11番、モアビットブレッシング12番、モンタナマーゴ13番、カムトジャパンありがとうございます。イングリッシュ漢字。
ココナッツ。
そう、ココナッツ。
いいね、いいね。You remember. Of course you do. You made that.
はい。
Great job. Lots of participation. Love it. Let's see what I've got.
アンディのやつかわいいね、ほんと。
He's hungry.
We've
got, very good, super fast. Mick Sweeney is in first place with Synthetic Vocalist P in second. Sheesh, this one I don't know. Alex is in third place with Five Toed Sloth Bear in fourth.
Oh.
And that is correct for Kona King. I missed this lesson, said Greggles. All good. Oishii got so close to the person of the watch. Very close.
合ってんだけどね。美味しいガツだよね。
It is a delicious month, I guess. Well, a delicious day. Come to Japan is in sixth with Morbid Blessing in seventh place. Excellent job. For those of you who don't know what this means, this is New Year's Day.
Hi.
Then this is the word for New Year's Day. Grammy, that is correct. You're in eighth place. Excellent job. It's called this, I believe, because I can't remember. I broke this down in the history, but I believe that this can be this used to be a long time ago used as like the first something, this kanji, right? And then the first of the month or of the year was this. A long time ago. It was something like that. I can't remember. That was an excellent description, eh? Anyway, Oshogatsu is the way that you read this one. I remember watching these live streams back in 2022. It's almost nostalgic being back. Yeah, it's good to have you. It's been a long time, eh? Let's see what Yuki's got for us.
このベアの違いがなんかいいね。このはい。ちょっと難しいトリッキーなやつです。
Oh, yeah. Technically, two ways you could read it. We're looking for one. The special one.
そう、スペシャルワンだけ OK にしたいと思います。
We're just gonna go with the special reading. So you're not wrong, Alex. You're not wrong. But.
はーい。よし。じゃあ、カウントしていきたいと思います。ミック、素晴らしい。1番、Come to Japan 2番、アレックス、惜しい合ってるんだけどね、惜しい、シンセティック、 惜しい。
That was
それは
correct if the
ね、
last kanji
そう
was year. If the last
Age.
kanji was year. So hatachi is 20 years old.
そうだね。
This is the 20th of the month.
うん。はい。コナキング3番。The person of watch。惜しい。惜しい。なんか意味は伝わってきます。
そうかなSynthetic vocalist got there in the end.
お、いいですね。シンセティック4番。ゴシ。
5番だよ。
いいですね。5番。ケラン。6番。モービッドブレッシング7番。いいですね。
20th day of the month. This one, ね。20th.
20th.
There you go.
あ、
Monday
いい
Margo
で
is
す
there.
ね。モンタナマーゴ8番です。
Excellent job. Let's see what I've got for you guys.
私もちょっと変えよう。このベア。
Super close, Kona King up, but the first one is Come to Japan with Alex in second. Mick Sweeney in third. Person of Watch. The Person of Watch is in fourth. V2 Power in fifth. Morbid Blessing in sixth. Super close. Synthetic, but not quite. Five Toes Love Barrier in seventh place with Synthetic Vocalist in eighth. Montana Margo is in ninth. And Come to Japan, Janakute. Kona King is in 10th place. Don't correct me, Google. I know what I'm doing. That was fast. That was a fast 10. I think we can already move over to Yuki. Ready?
じゃじゃーん。この久しぶりのイラストのやつ。イラストのやつ。私もちょっとクマのデザイン変えてみました。どう？アンディに寄せてみたんだけど。
あれ？ Your hands?
うん、そう。
お
顔から生やせるタイプに。
なるほどね。
はい。コナキンが早い。1番、アレックス2番、ミック3番、5トールスロースベア。あ、5子だった。ごめん。4番、モービッドブレッシング6。間違えた。あ、5番合ってるよね。5子4番、モービッドブレッシング5番。で、パーソンオブウォッチ。パーソンオブウォッチ。ウォッチ。惜しい。惜しいですね。シンセティック6番ケラン7番ちょっと待って8番になってる。手が8ある手が8あるよ。ちょっと待って12345あ、うん、合ってるね。モービッドブレッシング5番になってサム8番はい、失礼しました。ケラン7番サム8番ダービー・ディーノさんかな。
ダービー・ダイノだと思う。
ダービー・ダイノ、はい、ようこそ。9番、モンタナ・マーゴ10番、グレゴーズ11番、カムトゥ・ジャパン。いいですね。ダマまでつけていただきありがとうございます。12番。
It is indeed V2 Power. It is correct. で、ライさん。
チャズさん、お釣りって書いてある。
Keep in mind.
そうです。V2 Power さん、Yes。
One thing I want to mention really quick. That's actually a good. I'm glad you said that, Chaz, because I used to make that a mistake early on because of the way that the English dictionary lists change as like different coins. The way they list it is as otsuri, but otsuri is very specific. It's not actually just like all the change you have in your pocket. Otsuri is what you receive when you've paid more than you owe. So if you owe 4,000 yen on a purchase and you pay 5,000 yen, your otsuri is 1,000 yen. It might be paper money. It's not necessarily coins, but I used to make that mistake all the time. I just used to call coins otsuri. And I think a lot of new learners also make the same mistake and call coins in general otsuri. So careful with that. Otsuri is what you receive back as change when you make a purchase, but coins are different.
そうだったの？
そう。
そうだったんだ。
So the word for coins that you want is kozeni. Kozeni. Right?
そう。Yes, そうだよね。
I'll type that in chat for you.
マジで？ そうだったんだ。じゃあコインズはchanges なの ?change だけ
You can just say the change in my pocket. Like my change. I have a bunch of change.
マ
And
ジ
that's referencing the coins in general in English, right? So people look up change in a Japanese to English dictionary and they get otsuri, but otsuri is super specific. It's just for what you get back. And kozeni is the word for coins or for the change in your pocket. Right? Something interesting there. Is the stream working for everyone? It looks like Greggles, the stream is working for you, but Montana Margo, the stream has stopped.
あらら。
And I'm not seeing much chat, but I have a bushel of change.
ちょっと私カウンティングがストップしちゃってるんで、V2 パワーさんから行きたいと思います。
あ、まだあるんだ。
そう、V2 パワーさんが13番で、ライさんが14番ですね。来てる？ここまでだよね。はい、皆さんありがとうございます。ちょっとニュースだった私今。
Here's the final word for me for today before we jump into the hardest lesson we've ever had.
なんか足生えてるよ、足生えてる。
That is correct, Konakin. You're in first place with Alex in second, Mick Sweeney in third, Kellen in fourth, Derpy Dino in fifth, Chaz in sixth, 5 Sloth Bear in seventh, V2 Power in 8th, Morbid Blessing in 9th, Synthetic Vocalist in 10th, Come Japan Dan in 11th, Person of the Watch, you that is the correct hiragana there. Greggles, I believe you are in 12th, Montana Margo in 13th, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13th. Excellent job. Was still in the English keyboard. All good. You still got it. All right, let's see what Yuki's got for us for the last word of the quiz time.
Yuki のラストワンか。やべしまった。もうアンディでラストワンって言った。
No, just the last one for me.
OK。ちょっと待ってね。ちょっとお待ちくださいね。
あら、見えるし。
あ、
全部見えるし。
あ、これにしよう。これにしようとか。はい。
These quizzes are totally random, guys. Totally random.
そう、ランダムリーピックってやつですよね。
Very randomly picked, randomly chosen.
そうそうそう、ランダムで私が選んでいます。
Woohoo!
はい、これね、新しいやつだよね、結構これ。
もう結構答えがあるね。
本当？
うん。
見ていきましょう。アレックス素晴らしいな。アレックス1番、ゴシ2番、V2 パワーさん惜しい。それはね、ちょっとアップグレードしましたね。シンセティック惜しい。ちょっとエクステンド欲しいですね。ミックいいですね。3番、ミック3番、ダーピーダイノ4番、J ラスだね。惜しい。それはスチューデントの方ですね。
Also, you'd have to extend the yo.
J ラスさんようこそかな。
さっきからいるよ。
本当？失礼。シンセティックいいですね。ついに5番。シンセティック5番。モービルブレッシング6番。カムトゥジャパン7番。グレゴーズ惜しい。グレゴーズさんも伸びてほしい。もうエクステンド欲しい。ケラン8番。あ、そうだね。難しいね。モンタナマーゴいいですね。9番です。モンタナマーゴ9番。コナッキング惜しい。惜しい。いろいろミックスだこれ。
学校。close。クロ
スだよ。
はい。
小学校ですね。小学校。
Very important when you're saying a word that has an extension in it in Japanese to make sure you extend it.
書き順違いますね。
はい。you want to have that extended ね。
そう。
はい。
あ、いいですね。コナッキングいいですね。
はい。It becomes a totally different word if you don't have
10番かな。
the extension.
9番かな。10番かな。
はい。
ちょっと何番か分かんない。1、2、3、4、5、6、 7、8、9番かな。
はい。
は
So
い。
let's go ahead and watch the beginning of the script to see what we're getting ourselves into today. ねえねえ、ユキ。男と男の子と男子は何が違う？
おー、いい質問だね。じゃあ、教えるね。
お願いします。
男は
Oops. There was one more word for us there. We needed that. ねえねえ、ユキ。
教えるね。
お願いします。
男は英語で man という簡単だね。男の
Alright, so our first
はい。
word today.
So loud って書いてあるよ。
Yeah, sorry. It's because our mics are so quiet. But thanks to you, your name's still at the top of the chat. It's going to be up there for a long, long time.
もうありがとうございます。
Yeah,
本当
that'll
あ
be
り
taken
が
care
と
of
う
next week.
ね。
So, I love
Yes.
man in the sentence. そうだよね。
あのね、メアンはマジほんと難しいの私。
Saying man is
man
very,
は
very
そう
difficult for Japanese
もう
speakers. The sound ea for native Japanese people is almost impossible.
そう難しいので、そのエアンディそう難しいんですよ。そのエンディは最近言えるようになりました。
Yeah, she just learned how to say that ea about a month ago. Until about a month ago, she wasn't able to say ea. So that's a good thing to know, because that means you never ever want to use the sound ea in Japanese. It always has to be something like a.
かなんかえとあのは真ん中の音なんだけど、えみたいなやつ言ってた今まで。
はい。
まさかエアーって言うと思わなくて。
そうだね。All right, so we're about to jump into some fun kanji today. The first one is the kanji for man, and that is otoko.
はい。
Otoko, that's just the
Man.
general word for man. So let's go ahead and see if I can get the kakijun correct on this one. I have a feeling I will be wrong. So Angela says, hello there from Canada. Welcome to the stream. Steel drums started playing. As a Midwesterner, I can pronounce the A sound with 16 different vowels. Yep.
もうどうなってるんだ本当。おや
I want to go this way, but I'm going to go this way. I don't actually know. It's been so long since I learned this one. That's got to be wrong. Yeah, that's definitely wrong. Okay. That's got to be wrong. But anyway, let's go ahead and see what Yuki has to say.
はい。
Man.
そう、man。危なかったね。
危なかった？
危なかったと思うよ。
合ってる？
合ってないかな？
あ、よかった。合ってるんだ。I already can tell I need this to be bigger though.
こうじゃないもんね。
Phew! I was correct. I haven't had to write otoko in a long time.
ちょっとこうだね。
Okay. Woo! I was correct.
マイクが飛び出してる私のメアンに。はい。書いていきたいと思います。
お願いします。
アンディ危なかった非常に。間違えないようにねしないといけませんねそれ。はい、書いていきます。
As Yuki's writing that, I'm going to remind you guys that in our Discord and Media Share, the channel, the off-topic channel Media Share, you can share your versions of these kanji that you've tried to write after watching ours or while watching ours, and we will correct those for you.
はい。
Okay, so not super different.
まあね、まあバランス的に言うと、こことここは結構
はい。Can you pull your board over just a little bit to the left? There you go. Okay.
はい。
Thank you.
はい。
So my balance is I want to pull this a little bit more out to here.
そうだね。で、この下の力っていう漢字はもうちょっと左からスタートしてもよかったかもしれないですね。
Okay.
で、書き順、man はこの縦ですね。この口を書いたときに、これ2画目ね、来たら、ここ 3番。
Right.
いいですね。はい。いい。素晴らしい。いいと思います。結構上手。
The classic man working in a rice field using his power.
そう、これクラシックメンだね、これは。
Why is it that manicure and pedicure have nothing to do with man or pets? I do not know. The Discord kind of got out of hand for a while. Made sense to make it for members. Yes. Why is it? How do you join the Discord? Yeah, the Discord is only actually... There are links out there, but we basically have it closed off for anyone but members of the website right now because we couldn't manage it. There was like 5,000 people, and we just couldn't manage it. Oh, Yuki's given us her speedy version.
でもなんかこういう風に書けば、このゆみたいに書けば最初に縦棒がどうやったらすぐ来るって覚えやすいかなと思って。
kind of like you. I see.
ゆみたいにすれば絶対ここが3番だからここね。ここが3って書けなかったか
な。All right, let's go ahead and move on to the harder part of this stream, which is this thing.
はい。
Oh boy.
そう、アレックスボーガスが言ってるんですけど、very important kanji for 温泉ですよね。
Very important kanji when you're going into an onsen. Yeah, you don't want to pick the wrong one. All right, so I'm going to be using the advanced pen today because I'm really bad at that. That's the one I need practice with. Let's see how this goes. Looks like we've already got a couple in the Discord, so that's good. If you are a member of our website and you aren't in the Discord yet, you can join by there's a menu next to your profile picture. You drop that more menu down, choose get your Discord role. You'll have to do that twice. So you'll get into the Discord and then you do it again and you'll get your role that allows you to access all of the channels in the Discord. And that will be that. It'd be cool if you could share pictures on YouTube, but I guess that could lead to problems, eh?
Okay.
はい、いきます。
ブラシのチェックしました。
でか。
いや、いいですよ。
Okay.
まあ、ちょっと、スレンダーではあるが、いいでしょ
う。Little slender. All right, let's see what Yuki's got for us in this one, and we'll get into breaking down some other people's kanji, unless I can do this a little bit better. I'm going to watch hers and see if I can learn a little bit from it. Yes, when I used to write this one fast, I remember I would write it like this before I really learned how to do it, and I'd connect those because that felt that felt naturalish. ち
ょっとtoo manyすぎ。ちょっとバランス考えてないよね。
Unusual for Yuki to not think of the balance. The balance in the force.
ちょっともう一回書く。
Okay. But I think I got
アンディも
enough.
もう一回書いていいよ。
I think I got enough to figure out what is going on there. First, you started more over to here.
まあこの辺でいいんだけどね。なんかちょっとやっぱり漢字の意味によって、力強く書いたりできると、
So she's saying depending on the meaning of the kanji, whether you draw it with more like strength, more force in your strokes or not, will change. So for man, the kanji for otoko, drawing it a little bit more. Oh, I think I did okay on that one. A little bit better.
いいですね。
Interesting. But one thing I can definitely fix is I'm going too flat on this. I can see you're definitely kind of like with 9, you're starting down and going up here instead of flat. You're going quite a bit up and then coming back. Now I'm really having a struggle with with this hane. I don't know how to make it look right.
この右側のところですね。
Yeah. So what are you doing with your brush there? Thank you, Grammy.
ここ切ってこういう風に口みたいにくるじゃないですか。そしたらちょっと横に
I can't see your brush. I can't see it.
こっちに跳ねるのではなく、ちょっと横に跳ねるんですね。この
I see.
そう、こっちに上に行きすぎるとブラシのさ、角度がこういう風に線になっちゃう。このだけどこっちに行くとそう。
I've done it more.
そう。
Okay, I'm going to try one more time and then we'll look at other people's kanji.
とより羽がダイナミックな形に見えていいのではないかと思います。
はい。Ooh, I see lots of kanji popping up in our chat.
男ってちょっと難しいよね。
ちょっところ結構難しいよ。Wow, this one was better, I think. But that one looks kind of stylish. I don't know. It's not terrible. Could be worse. Yuki's field part on top is much more angular than mine. Definitely more kimochi up. So that's something I can work on as we go through the other ones. Frankly, otoko is going to show up for our next 2 words, so we probably won't practice that one a whole lot. We'll do ko on the next word, and then we'll be skipping over to
男子。
No, because 男子 is exactly the same, no?
そう、男子は男の子の熟語バージョンなので。
We'll talk about that as we get to it. But I've been having the hardest time getting my ink controller right. It bleeds on the thin kanji paper quite a bit if I'm not super late with my touch. Yeah. I'm not sure if you want to use super thin paper with a brush like this. You might want to use something a little bit thicker. I'm not sure. This one may be a little bit better. But if you're using a brush like this, maybe super thin paper is not going to be great. No? It's fine? Okay, Yuki disagrees with me.
ちょっとインクが出すぎてるかもね、もしかして。これで書いてるとね。
Yeah, if you're using that, maybe you have too much ink coming out in general. So maybe you wanna like go like this to try and get some of the ink more even, and then go again. Even with these.
見えないね、そのインクのその。
You might want to do this a bit.
そう。で、インクのコントロールをする。このインクをこう見たときに。
無理かな。
無理だ。
オートじゃないんですよ。
そうか、オートじゃないんだこれ。そう、インクのね、先にからリキッドが垂れない状態。
You want to make sure it's not coming off.
だけど、looks moisture enough って感じがいいですね。
はい。Oops. Alright, so we're going to take a look at Montana Margot's otoko here. Now, Montana Margot mentioned already that she your ko looks really nice.
上手
We'll come back to ko. She did mention that her stroke order on otoko was wrong on chikara. So she went this way and then to this part. But other than that, let's go ahead and talk about otoko in general. And see what Yuki has to say.
いやとってもよく書けてると思います。
Mm-hmm.
まあ、ストロークオーダーだけだよね。でも自分で気づいてるから大丈夫かな。
Are all Japanese people this good at writing kanji? No. No, definitely not.
そうでもマーゴの男のバランス、めっちゃいい感
The
じ。
balance is very, very good.
そうそう。
なんか何かがない？
そう超ピッキーに言うとってこと？
If she's gonna be a little picky, because I'm asking her to be a little picky, just to have something to give you.
そうちょっとだけまあ、田んぼこの上のここの部分もアッパーパートも気持ちアップできれば、
It would look even better. Yeah.
そう。
So if
フラットの感じじゃなくなってちょっとかっこよくなるかなって感じですね。
If you want to make it look a little bit cooler, she's saying you can make your field part on top a little bit more angled up to the right, a little bit more kimochi up, and maybe have an entry part like that. Can be cool too. That's my extra part. So if you go kimochi up a little bit more, that can make it look a little bit better. But very good. Okay, let's pull out the iPad and see what some others on Discord have shared with us.
めっちゃいい感じだと思う。結構上手だし、そう。
Okay, we've got a couple here. This is Alex's. Alex looks like he's using an
上
actual.
手。上手。これさ、あれだよね。thick
This looks like a regular brush. Yeah. Unless you're just zoomed way in on one of these. I don't know.
なるほど
Looks like a
ね。
regular brush, maybe?
でも上手だと思う。いい。まあもうねここまで結構上手に書けてるからまあ私書道の先生じゃないから何とも言えないんだけどでも書道のそのセンスでいくと、その漢字の意味みたいなのとかの雰囲気を、その表現するのも書道の一つなのね、だからさっき私が言ったみたいにその男っていう漢字はマンリーに書くみたいな感じを表現するためにはやっぱりその力強い筆のストロークを作るとか、そういう部分になっちゃうんですよね。もうこれ以上うまいと。
So Yuki said you're very, very good at this. So there's not a whole lot she can say until she without going into more depth of shodo, of Japanese calligraphy in general. So your balance and everything is very good. Now, what someone who is working with shodo might do is they also take into mind the meaning of the kanji when they're writing a kanji like this. So something that someone might do who's doing this, who's like a professional or whatever, is they would take into mind the meaning of the kanji, which is man or manly, and they would use more power in their writing. So they might go a little bit hard, like they might add a little bit more pressure to the strokes or draw it a little bit more, like with a little bit more strength involved, thicker lines, things like that. So that's something you could do to make it look a little bit more stylish, right? But in general, your kanji looks very, very good. Better than mine.
そう上手なのすごく。だからそうですね。そのぐらいですね。あとは
Kona King agrees. 上手だよ。Okay. Kona King tried.
はい。いや、コナキングもいい感じ、いい感じ。
Also very good, yeah.
これ、同じブラシかな、これ。
I'm not sure what kind of brush this is. He'll let us know.
でもなんかこういうブラシっぽいやつだよね。ブラシペンって感じ。
Looks like it.
いいです。バランス2個目の方がちょっと力強くていいなって思うんですけど。
This one has a little bit more power into the strokes, and she likes this one the best.
でも上の男の方が多分バランスというか良かったか
But the one
な
above
って。
has better balance, is what she's saying.
はい。あとはそうだね。やっぱりエントリーの部分かな。結構羽とか払いはもうできてるよね。いい感じだよね。
Your hane and harai are looking good. So the next thing that you can work on a little bit is you're making your entries a little bit more clear. For example, you kind of want to look.
そうちょっとできてるんだけど、この最初のさ男の部分とかこのフィールドの田んぼの部分とか、最初はちょっとできてるんだけど、もっと置いていいのね。
You can make it even more obvious if we look at one of these. So I'll go ahead and you can really like put it down like that.
もっと作っていいですね。そう。
So you can do an even more emphasized entry, and that will make it look pretty cool. But still very good. Five-toed sloth bear is using virtual brushes because he's in a camp at a camp.
もうね上手
Also
だって
very
さファイブトードスロースベアもさブラシやってんじゃん
Mm-mm.
上手ですよ本当
It's very good.
バランスもいいと思いますし
Balance is also
まあ
very good.
ちょっとだけ超ピキに言うと男の方が男じゃなかった
力
力の方がちょっと大きめに書いた方が、漢字のそのスタイルというか見え方
Mm-mm.
がもうちょっとスタイリッシュになるのかなと思うんだけど
If she's being a little picky,
So-
she's saying that the one thing that you could do a little bit more here is you want to make chikara, the bottom part, a little bit bigger than the above
そう
part. If you look at hers, you can see that her tambo on top, her
これね
field
こ
on
こが
top is smaller than the chikara below it. So that would make the balance a little bit nicer.
そうこの力の方がちょっと大きくこの縦に通るにかけると、まあいいかなぐらいかなでも先生はきっと褒めてくれるような気がする
But she thinks your teacher would be quite happy with this. The one thing that I would add to make it look a little bit closer to hers, and this is something I have not been able to do yet, is aim for a little bit more angular.
気持ちアップね
Otherwise, really, really good.
そうね
Okay, so those are 3. Thank you for sharing the 4 kanji, everyone. I mainly just want to work in Japan, so I'm studying Japanese. Do I not need to worry so much about handwriting? That's very much up to you. There's many, 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 many reasons, in my opinion, why learning to write is a valuable thing. There are situations in my life where I've had to write many different times in Japan. For one thing, being able to write Japanese, especially properly, regardless of whether you think it's a good thing or not, it does lead to people respecting you more, which can make your life much easier. But even more so than that, there are multiple studies out there done on Chinese kids in China who were learning Chinese characters. And these studies showed that the kids who practiced writing the Chinese characters will memorize them much easier than those who did not. So do with that information what you will, but it seems that writing can be very helpful in memorization. And and if you do want to work in Japan as something other than an English teacher, you will need to be able to write a bit, I think, in most situations. I had to write a lot. I worked as a kindergarten teacher, not an English teacher, but I worked in kindergarten. I had to write every day. I had to write like a half a page to a page daily report every single day by hand. So people say you don't need to write anymore, but that's because they don't live here. Or they're just English teachers, which is fine. It's fine to be an English teacher. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's just that, of course, English teachers don't have to write Japanese very often, but other people do. Less than they used to, though. So there is that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the skit to see what our next few words are going to be.
ねえねえ、ユキ。男と男の子と男子は何が違う？
おー、いい質問だね。じゃあ、教えるね。
お願いします。
男は英語で man という。簡単だね。
うん。
男の子は0歳から20歳くらいまでの男だよ。
ああ、じゃあ男子も同じ？
男子は男の子と同じじゃないよ。小学校から大学までの間、男を男子という。でも最近30歳までの男も男子ということがある。
そっか。じゃあ。
Alright, so that was a bunch of words, but that's because they all contain the exact same kanji, so we're going to go over those all together. One thing, Pointless Speculations made a really good point, and he said that there's I can't remember, kusasho dakke? じゃない、sousho ne. Sousho is a type of stylistic writing, and you won't be able to read it unless you can write them, like if you know how to write them. With that said, Sousho is very difficult to read if you don't know how to write, but really any Japanese handwriting, even in pen like that a native does, it's going to be hard for you to pick up if you don't know how to write the kanji. If you know how to write the kanji, reading handwriting in Japanese handwriting is much, much easier, and people definitely discount that. They don't think about it. They're only reading books and texts and fonts and stuff, and they never think, oh, what's going to, like, maybe I'll never have to read handwriting. But you do quite often, actually, and you won't be able to if you don't know how to write them. So anyway, so our words are 男の子 and 男子. So 男の子 we went over is basically a baby up until like what was the age I said, 18 or 20 or something in the video is 男の子. 男 is just man, a male of any age. 男の子 is a baby up to 20ish years old, and then 男子 is really specifically until quite recently was used for male students. So generally speaking, elementary school students up until they graduate high school or college nowadays. But recently, 男子 is being used for males into their very early 30s. So I'm no longer a 男子 because I'm 38. I'm just a regular old otoko. But if you're a student and you're under 30 or under, you may find yourself being referred to as 男子 or in a group of 男子, and that's. But generally speaking, this is a male student. This is a boy. We would probably translate 男の子 as boy in English, and 男子 as, I don't know. They're basically the same if you were to translate them into English. But keep in mind, this is generally talking about students, male students. If you're talking in school, like if you work at a high school, you're going to hear this word a lot. So that's the difference between those. Now, all of these words use the same kanji we've already covered, so we'll all write it like one time. And then ko, we've also covered already, so I'm not going to write it on the whiteboard. I'm just going to write it right here. We talked about this a lot the other day, but we'll see if Yuki has anything to say for my danshi. I still have difficulty making it angled, eh?
そうね、難しいよね。でもいい感じです。
Yeah, okay. I'm happy with that. And then this is the fun one, eh?
そう。
Is this supposed to be down here? I can't remember. Do I want the line to connect here or where I connected it?
どういうこと？そこどっちでもいい、とりあえずは。
前回はその話したんだよね。
そう、それは学校の学っていう感じの。
学校ね。
そう。だから子供さ、やってないと思うんだけど。
Yeah, we did this. We went over this part specifically really hard when we did 学校 because it was part of gaku, the kanji gaku. So we covered it a lot, but we haven't done the kanji on its own. So we'll go ahead and have Yuki write it out for us.
そう、ちょっと私はホワイトボードの方で書きたいと思いますね。
Okay.
このバランス的にはまたボックスをちょっと書いて、こうチと。
I wouldn't say infantilized point in the speculations. It's just a male child. Male child if you put the kanji together. So it's just literal.
で、これね、このパートが来るんですけど、この辺かな、このちょっと上の方。
もっと上か。
そう、ちょっと上の方がよくて、ここにつながるように、こういう風に本当は丸くなんか曲がったエッジの効いてるその縦棒でここ跳ねたいんですね。でも後でやるんだけど、そのブラシはペンと違うからちょっと難しいね、ここの部分で、こうはこのちょっとここよりも下がいいかなと思っています。
So she's basically talking about how you wanna bring this out in a curve, the one below it, and I should have had my food part a little bit higher up. And you want the line to go a little bit below where the foo part and the bottom like loopy thing connects. When you're drawing it with a brush, Yuki taught this last time, so I'm going to go ahead and bring it out. Brushes are a little bit harder to do loops like this, so instead what you do is you go straight like that, and then go back like this and then curve up. And that's how you can do that second stroke cool.
で今のを、ちょっと大きめに私違う紙を使って、最後のこの空いてるところに大きく子供の子を書いてみたいと思います。
Oh, Morbid Blessings donation thingy on top is about to disappear, so I just want to say thank you again to Morbid Blessing. Thank you, thank you. That is going to make our audio sound much better next time. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, but I think you can. Been having troubles with recordings. Okay. So it is down there, eh?
こういう感じですね。ここはちょっとまた気持ちアップして払ってくるんですけど、カタカナのマみたいな感じですね。で、このなんていうのかな、ここ戻ってもいいし、このチチチチチのところがね、戻ってもいいし、私は結構これがね戻らないように書いてんだよね。ここがチチチチチチってきたときに、ここからもう跳ねちゃう。
Okay. So I went back too much on this one here, eh? I got a little bit too stylish on this one.
そうね。なんかそんなに真ん中の部分を飛び出したら、そのままそんなに戻らなくてもいいっていうか、ここが、こういう風にならなくてもいい。これがね、見えてなかった。
はい。
こういう風に来たら、本当にちょっとだけなんで、ちょっとだけでここを跳ねるって感じなんですね。ここまで来なくてもいいかな。そう、2個目のそのアンディの子は結構つかめてきてるって感じがします。
ありがとうございます。
そう、一旦ね、ここを長めのエントリーで入るときにはこの長めのエントリーで置いてからこの下にちょっとだけエッジをつけて縦棒の羽。
I think I got this one pretty good right here.
いいですね、いいですね。
So that's a tough kanji. Ko is actually quite a difficult kanji to make look nice. As we found with kanji that have few strokes, they tend to be harder to make look nice than the ones with a lot of strokes.
まあ、ブラシだったらね、普通のペンだったらそんな難しくないんですけど、この
こう in general,
ただ、そう、こうくるってかけるからね、ここを。
because you can make the loop, yeah. So let's go ahead and look at Montana Margot's ko. I think her ko is quite nice. She's pretty much got that down, I think.
いいです。いい。いい感じのループ。やっぱりペンで書いたときはそのぐらいちょっと曲がって書いた方がやっぱりかわいくっていうか綺麗に見えるかな。
With a pen, that is definitely how you wanna write that. With a loop like that. Looks good. I think your
下
ko
の
looks
その女子の子も結構いい感じですね。
This ko is also very good looking. So there's not too much to mention on there. Here's just a regular old ko, which we'll get to later on. It looks good. Okay, not much to say for that one.
はい。
Okay, we've got a couple shared in the Discord. Full scale page. Okay, so Alex, it's not an actual brush. It's just it's the one we're using, the same one. Okay, so here is Alex's ko.
そうね。こもね、そのね。
Alex is saying I can already see I need to make my second stroke longer.
そうだね。
And I would agree with that, yeah.
そう、ループで書くとしたら、こういう風にループで書くとしたら、すごくこういう風にいってここまでちゃんと戻ってから、跳ねないとこのバランスが下がおちりがブってなってる感じになっちゃう。意味わかる？
I've definitely found that a loop with the brush is almost impossible to make look nice, just like Yuki said. I don't know if you can see. You can't see that, eh? It just with the brush, it's really hard to make a loop work. You almost got it there. But it's definitely easier and looks better in general if you just go straight here and then straight back and then a little bit and then loop it like that. That seems to be how you're going to see it most often. and it makes it a lot easier. And it ends up looking like you have a loop.
そうなんだよね。
Like as you can see with these, like it does kind of look like I have a loop despite not having it. And if you look at Yuki's as well. So if you are using one of these brushes, I do recommend not doing the loop, the circular stroke, and instead big entry, pull it backwards, and then slice it up.
そうだね。うん。ループが見えるよう、なんかあるように見えるのは結構スキルかもしれないんですけど、実際にループはなくてもいいよね、やっぱり。
Yeah, you don't actually have a loop. You just need to make it look like you have a loop.
こうちょっとだけこういうやつだよね、本当に。このもうエントリーがもう長くて、あとはまっすぐだけど、この左側にちょっと寄せてから羽を作ることで、ここがなんかループに見えるっていう、その技術で。
So you do bring it back as you see at the bottom. She brings it back a little bit on the bottom before she does her sweep up.
そう。実際にはストロークをなんていうのかな、ストロークのそのエントリーやってまっすぐね、そのまま縦棒を書いてきて、ちょっと左寄りから普通に跳ねてるだけなので、そんなにそのぐるーんってループしてるわけじゃないんだけど、そういう風に見せることができるんですね、これで。
So yeah, you don't even have to do what I'm doing where you pull back like that. What she's basically saying is you just do your entry big and then a straight line, and then you come back a little bit and then sweep it up. Oh wow, that looked good.
そう、それがね、うまくワンストロークでこういう風にできるようになると、まあ練習なんですけどそれがすごく子がバランスよく描けるようになるかなって。そう、このブラシではね、やっぱりね、こういう風にループするっていうのはそう難しいんだよね、すごく。
And you end up seeing, like, you can tell on both of them when you try and do a loop with a brush like this, you see like the jagged edges of the loop. It never actually quite looks like you maybe can't tell from a distance like that, but when you're close up, they look jagged. Unfortunately, Kona King, your images aren't coming through. Maybe they're too big or something. I'm not really sure, but they're not quite working. But we'll show those later if we get a chance. Which means we are about to do the hardest kanji that has ever been invented. Let's go ahead and see the skit. I'm going to skip a bunch of parts at the beginning of the skit.
ねえねえ、ゆ
男の子は0歳から20歳くらいまでの男だよ。
ああ、じゃあ男子も同じ？
男子は男の子と同じじゃないよ。小学校から大学までの間、男を男子という。でも最近30歳までの男も男子ということがある。
そっか。じゃあ女の子は男の子と同じ？
そう。
Alright, so our next word is onnanoko. Onna is the kanji we're going to be going over. It looks like, so Five-Toed Sloth Bear shared a image as well, and I can't open it. So it looks like it might be an issue on my end, not an issue on your end. So let's see if I can pull it up on my phone for the ones you shared, and then we'll jump into onna, which is gonna be a nightmare. For me, I'm really bad at it. Most people are really bad at it.
もうコンフェスしますね。私もうまく書けません。
Okay, so I was able to pull them up, Kona King. It looks like it's my iPad. I don't know what's up with the iPad. I'll bring it up on my phone and we'll take a look at those and then we'll jump into onna.
はい。じゃあ見ていきたいと思います。さっきコナキング男シェアしてくれたっけ？
男シェアした。
OK、じゃあ子だけでいいね。
We're just going to talk about 子。
子ね、右側のやつ結構頑張ってる。こ
っち？
だけど左側のやつ、なぜかブラシですごい綺麗にループがかけてる。
Yeah, somehow you made it really, really look like a nice loop there with the brush, which is quite difficult to do.
でも書ければいいかなって思うんだよね。そのループが上手に書ければ私的にはいいなって思うんですけど。
If you can pull this off,
そう
it's okay. This looks really, really good.
うん、そう左の子はかなり綺麗に書けています。
And what we learned from Yuki right now, which I think will help with this one, is something that I was doing, which we did for gaku, the kanji gaku to learn, is we were pulling back like this and then going up. But what she taught us today for regular ko is you can basically go straight down and then...
見えてない。すいません。
Is you can basically go straight down. You come out like that, then go straight down, come back a little bit, and then go up.
そう。
Is what she taught us for ko.
そうなの。
So I see you're doing what I was recommending, which is what she was showing us for gaku, ne?
うん。
For this one. I'm not. You can't see it. I was writing it up there. But anyway, you can do this one, and that will actually make ko on its own look quite a bit better.
うん。多分ね普通にループをかければとってもいいんですけど、
うん、
ほとんどの人は、なんていうの同じストロークの太さで、スムーズに多分このループを書くことが結構難しいんですよ。
はい。
So
she's saying again, if you can do this loop with a brush nice where it's all the same width, length, which is most people can't do it, then it's perfectly fine if you can do it to go ahead and give it a shot. But
そうなんだよね。
But for most people that won't work. Okay, here is Five Toes Love Bears. We'll take a look at his ko mainly.
いい上手。多分その曲がってるちょっとそのエントリーの終わりのところにその最後の横棒を入れてるからめっちゃ上手に見えてんだよね、そのループがすごい滑らかに見えるんだと思うんですけど、上手です。
Excellent.
あとエントリーだけだね。そのこの上の部分と横棒の最初のエントリーがもうちょっと大きくあればすごいいいなって思います。
Just get your entries on. Your entries going here and here. It'll look good on a. I know you're using an iPad or something or a digital one, so it's a little bit harder. But even on an iPad, you have to do it sort of. I'll pull something up and I'll try it. You have to do it sort of. How should I put it?
ちょっと置いてからスタート。
Methodically, like you have to. What's the word I'm looking for? Sorry, let me pull this up. You have to do it sort of intentionally. Here, I'll pull this up. Okay. But it is possible. So instead of like just putting the brush down, obviously it doesn't do anything. It still looks like it's a straight line, although you can kind of see it there.
まあ一回
hold on. I've got something to say. You can come down a little bit just like you would with a normal pen, and then go up like that. And that is how you would you get the stroke looking like you have an entry. Oops, I slipped.
でもそうアンディすごい
like that.
Nice.
It slips there. It slips every time.
まあいいでしょう
This
そ
brush
れは
isn't that good, but it's really slippery right there. I don't know why. Anyway, yeah, you can still do that, and then you get your entry, and you do a forceful entry there. Come back, whoop, and then you get your entry here. You draw down like that, right? Instead of just putting it down, you can make it. Why does it slip there?
でもいいですよ非常
I
に
think it's slipping on fingerprints.
手で押そう手で消そうとしてる
It's slipping on fingerprints. Anyway, you get the point. You just put the brush down and then go up like that.
そうだね
Instead of just going down like you would with a normal brush. Because with a normal brush, you just push the brush down like that and you get your entry. And that doesn't work on digital. So on digital or with a pen, you do that. You pull it down and then you go up. My brush is slipping on all the fingerprints. That's funny. Or the pen. Anyway, that's how you do that on a digital medium. Looks like wiping off the fingerprints from your board before you practice writing is helpful as well. All right, let's go ahead and give the hardest kanji that was ever invented, onna, a try.
はい来てしまいましたかこの時が
そのアメリカ vs 日本サッカーの試合にいます。You're there! Oh, that's cool. アメリカを勝ちました。Oh no! Or yay!
いいじゃん、イエーイ
おはようには日本人がたくさんいます。楽しかったよ。
そうなんだいいね。
Poor Japan. They went all the way there for the match and Japan lost. That's surprising.
そのちょうどサッカーの、話題が出ましたので、その女を書く前にですね、1個ティップをバランスを作るためのティップを差し上げます。
I want to try before you give me the tip. So let me try before you give me the tip, and I'm going to see if I've been able to pick this up over the months. Let me try.
Okay.
And then tell me. Okay. And then this is the next one that always messes things up.
いい。上手。結構いい。
My best onna ever.
いい。じゃあ今ちょうど上手にかけてるので、まずティップの作り方。はい。サッカーボールありますね。
Okay, there's a soccer ball.
そう、サッカーボールさ、黒と白のデザインだよね、ほとんどが。
Yes, black and white is usually like the most classic idea of a soccer ball.
そう。で、黒のそのステッチがあると思うんですけど、そのステッチのその形、シェイプは全部ペンタゴンかな、あれ。
All of the soccer ball shapes are pentagons, yeah.
見てください、女の先の部分だけ、そう見てその女の先の部分だけちょっとこういう風にするじゃないですか、これこういう風に見るとほら、ペンタゴンになる、すごく綺麗に。このまずペンタゴンをね、できるだけよく作って、そうするとこの女が多分なんていうの、始める場所がバランスよく描きやすくなると思うんですよ。こういう感じ。
Wow.
まず
Interesting.
そうで気づいたの、その女って
You noticed that on your own. You didn't hear that anywhere else. You
じゃ
just
ない、なん
noticed
かペ
it.
ンタゴンさ、この見てこの感じ、超書き順はちゃめちゃでいくね今。
She's gonna do a random. She's gonna do the wrong order just so you can see.
ここ一番シンプルで書きやすそうなところじゃない。でペンタゴンさ、この女のさ、ここがさ、こういう風に来た。間違えてないよね。合ってるよね。この辺なんでね、このちょっとこの対角線上チってやっとくね、のここら辺で、ここから来たやつをこう曲げたいのね。でこの辺からこういう風にすると、結構女の感じのバランスがうまく描けない？
Interesting. Okay.
超ランダムストロークでやってる今。
She did random strokes. It's not the correct strokes. So you gotta start here.
まずこのペンタゴンを作るじゃない。ペンタゴンを作るのがねちょっとむずいんですけどでこんな感じで、ここ
もっと左です。ボードが。はい、ありがとう。
はい。ここってここがね、この
You basically, she's saying you connect to the top right line and the bottom left line like this in the middle.
この辺だな、この辺、ちょっとミスってるけど、この辺でいきましょう。でそうするとここからスタート、ここで折り返してここ部分で、次今来るでしょ、でここが来るんだよね。ここがチって最後のところが来るから、この辺で
Just above the middle line of these two
この辺からこうシュッ、いいでそしたらこの今度最後の位置をこういう風に書くと。
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay.
はい。
You got that, guys?
バランスの取り方の部分ではそういう感じになります。
That's a way to get the balance
はい、普通にそれなしで書くとこういう感じ。あ、ちょっとはみ出ちゃった。こういう感じです。
Very nice.
So
something I noticed that helped me a little bit with this and what I used here, I've noticed in other ones. Now, you can tell me what you think about this, Yuki. I noticed that a lot of people who I thought wrote onna kanji that looked nice, instead of going out here like this and then coming back, what I noticed a lot of people doing is starting quite flat, like almost straight line up and down and going along, almost, ne? A little bit angled to the left and then coming out pretty far with their second stroke and making it quite a bit shorter.
そうだ
Like
ね。
this is much shorter.
うんうん
And that made it much, much easier to get the balance right for me.
あ、本当？
For me, ne?
うん。
Like my old onna, if we went with onna, it would be more like this. And then without fail, it ends up looking like this.
うんうんうんうん。
Because if you just draw a normal ku, like what a font ku, which is what most people learn, I guarantee you many people's onna looks like this.
ふむふむ
A
ふむ。
hunchback, right? Something like that, or even if you get like the more stylish ku, like this gets even worse, because then you got your little no, and then it's like whoa, she's got a backpack on. So I found for me making this a little bit straighter, and even if you look at Yuki's, this line is straighter than this line.
まあそうですね。もう
うんうんうん
普通に書くときは
うん
こういう感じ
Yeah,
なん
almost
だけ
perfectly
ど、
straight, eh?
だけどね、ちょっと私のやつここが短す
Yeah,
ぎ
you've
る
got
の、
really
多
tiny
分ここが
ones.
ね、本当にそのバランスを考えて書くんだったらやっぱりこれ、
うん
ちょっとシェイプを考えて
はい。
考えた結果これがいいかなって
うんうん
思って
I
い
like it,
ます。
and I like the tip for the pentagon. So hopefully that
So-
helps some of you guys. Hopefully we're still live. I don't hear anyone
ね
mentioning anything about this. Maybe they're focusing really hard on their images. Although I don't see any images coming in.
難しいんだよね。
Now that that's out of the way, just in case we still are streaming, I'm going to go ahead and write onna with a brush, which is probably going to be significantly harder.
はい。もう練習しています。
Right. Yes, pentagon was instructive. Oh, Grammy said, yeah, pentagon was instructive. Okay, so we are still live, so that's good. So I'm going to go ahead and try it here. I'm going to start a little to the left, go kind of straight down to here, and then down to here.
うん。
I'm going to start my no right about here. Come sweep it out a bit. It's a little bulky.
はいはいはいはい。
A little bulky, but
まあ
not too bad.
いいよ。
うん
いい。
I'm going to try it again here.
そう難しいんだよね、女って本当に。
Nah. It's one of the hardest kanji I've ever
そう。
tried to write. It's the hardest to make it look nice.
うん。
It's not like hard, as in the stroke order's fine.
そう、ストロークオーダーは
Yeah, that's pretty
簡単だし、覚え方も簡単なんです
It's
よ
easy to
ね。
remember, right? Ku no ichi,
そう。く
which
の
is the name of
うん
a ninja.
ね。
Ku
そう
no ichi.
だけどバランスよく書くのが非常に苦しい感じです。
Let's see. I'm just captivated by all the tips, says Kona King. Yeah, hopefully they'll help. Five Toes Left Bear says, I have 10,000 bad onna to get out, and I'm working on it. I remember this one by Kunoichi. Yes, that's the way to go, Low Weasel. I wish I had seen the pentagon before I did mine. Yeah. So obviously, as you probably are seeing, brush is a lot. I'm
こん
finding
な感じか
it's
な。
more of a struggle for me.
そう。こんなね。あ、払いがし
It's a little bit better.
払いが死んだ。
That's gonna be bad.
うん。ちょ
This
っ
is
と
more of just brush struggles.
でもそのペンタゴンティップで私は結構なんかその悪くないなって感じの女が
Mm.
書けるように
Yuki, yourself.
そう、
Mm.
なったなって思うんですけ
With the
ど
pentagon tip, Yuki found that her own
So-
onna got better. Oh, this isn't so bad, the one I just drew. It could be much, much worse.
ちょっとこの左払いが私超苦手
Mm.
こののがもううまく書けないこういう感じだねここがこうだねこうだね
This is not so bad, although my legs
あ
are
す
different
ごい
lengths.
上手
My legs are different lengths, but
マンディ上手。
oh, that's too thick. See if I can save it.
そうなんかシンプル漢字ってさ本当にさバランスだけがなんか見せるところだからさ、難しいんだよね。ストロークでごまかすことができないじゃん。なんか
There's no way to hide your inexperience
そう
with simple kanji.
このねあ突き出ちゃった。
Yeah, brush is definitely harder. My marker one was much better, but we're getting there. I think that one was okay.
うん上手。いいですよ。
上手。男の人。Ah, yeah, we already had that. 男の人 is yes used for just a guy, a person who is a male. But then you can also just use 男. That's also fine. 男の人 is a little bit more polite. Literally, the worst is when you're feeling like it's going to land and then your pen or brush tip trips or dries out. Yeah, that's the worst. All right, let's go ahead and look at some other people's kanji. We've got a couple in chat over here. I'm going to take a look at Grammy's Montana Margot's first. Oh, your second one looks really nice. It's very close. The first one looks like my onna always used to look. We'll have Yuki take a look. This is what mine always used to look like right here. Right there. That's the difficult one, right? Your second one here looks much better.
すごい
Like,
上
that
手。
looks really nice.
いいですね。それ上手だ
There's
ね。
not much to say about that. The pentagon tip that you just got will probably help quite a bit with that. Basically, the only thing that I could suggest is maybe your top stroke can be longer than your bottom stroke a little bit, which it makes it a little bit easier, I feel, to make balance. Right here, your top part is a little shorter than your bottom, but it still looks really good.
そう、マーゴ上手。いいですよ。
Maybe this, it looks like you might have stopped here, but that you can sweep out.
あ、そうね。
Other than that.
そこは
Very good. Okay, let's take a look at some other ones in Discord. It looks like my iPad is back to health. Here's Kona King.
いいですね。最初の句の始まりはもう少し高いところから始めてもよかったかもしれません。でも結構掴んできてる。
If you start higher, this will look much better. But you're getting it. You've got I like your little ending here. You've got your entry here. You're clearly have swept out your second stroke very nicely.
はい。そう結構ね掴んできてる風に見えるので、とってもいいと思います。
Just want to make sure this is a little bit taller.
そうエントリーもいいし払いもいいしいい感じです。
Alex, I feel this. They all look off to me in their own unique little way. That is this kanji. This kanji, they all look off in some little way every time. I 100% understand. Let's go ahead and take a look. I'm going to pick the one that I think looks nicest, and we'll say maybe Yuki have picked one of hers.
あ、やってくれてるペンタゴンあれティープ。でもいい結構いい。
I like this one and this one, I think. This one and this one and this one.
私この今の左の下の
Yeah,
これ結構いい。
This is the best one, I think.
はい。いいと思います。
I also like this one a bit. Pretty good. I like this one. But this, if you look at the box in the inside, it all looks kind of like what you'd expect.
そう超難しいのはそのねもう一個気づいたシェイプがあったんですけど、私ねその難しくて説明できなくて
she doesn't know how to explain the next thing she's going to explain to you guys.
そう
she's gonna try.
まずペンタゴンに気がついたじゃないですか、私
She noticed the pentagon, yeah.
そうでここにだいたいここをつなげた時に作ってくればいいって思ったんだけど、ここのね例えばなんだけどこういう風に来て、この本当にうまく描けた時、これがすんごい綺麗なこういうシェイプになるの。
Right. Yeah. 100%.
そうだけどこれをもうペンタゴンでやってんのにこの中にもうすごい素敵なスクエア作りましょうってなると超むずいのねバランス的に。
Yes. So you get a really cool looking little, almost square, but not quite, because there's these angles. They're a little bit not parallel. But you get a nice little box there, despite making it in a pentagon. So it's very difficult to get that down. You just have to practice it a lot. Really, in the end, there's not much else you can do about it. But yeah, I'm happy that at least on a whiteboard.
あ、はみ出てます。
At least on a whiteboard, I'm starting to get this down. It's starting to look like at least what I think it should look like. Although this is way too long here.
うん、そう。
You
アンディ
want
の
it to
や
be
つ
more
な
of
ん
a
かさ、
square.
ちょっとこういうソードシェイプっぽ
Yeah.
くなって
And
る
that's
じゃん。
because I'm starting with a straight line on top, because it just makes it easier. But if I were to make a little bit more of an angle here,
うん。
and then come out like this, and then if I were to try and make this at the same parallel, see, this is going to be what my other ones always used to look like. Yeah.
そう、あんまりね、ここにも意識しすぎると、この最初のこのね、この余ってる部分、このペンタゴンでつなぎたい部分のさ、そのストロークが長くないと、それもまたバランスが悪く見えるんですよ。だからできるだけこのさ、このクロスしてからこの中のスクエアシェイプを保つより、ペンタゴンでそのうまくいいところに行った方が、なんかその自動的にこれはできてくるかなって思ってこのペンタゴンだけにしたんですけど、
So definitely practicing in a pentagon can be very helpful if you can find a way to make a couple.
たまに中のシェイプがこうなったりこうなったりいろいろあるわけなのよ。このなんかね、うまく書けないの、こういう風になったりするのね、これ。だけど本当にバランスがよく書けると、これがなんかこういう風にね、綺麗にスクエアになるのでここがこういうスクエアになるかな。
At least that's what we're looking for. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Attempt 30 from Five-Toed Sloth Bear. Let's see what that looks like. They all have their own
まあ、ティッ
personality.
プとしてね、使っていただいて、練習して自分のいい場所を見つけるのが、まあいいかなって感じかな。はい、じゃあちょっとコナキングの続き見ていきましょう。
Five-Toed Sloth Bears is the next one. Unfortunately, the internet here, it seems to be
あれ
struggling a bit. It's coming. It'll get there. Okay.
あ、来た。あ、いい感じじゃない？
Yeah,
結
not
構。
bad. It's not bad at all. You just
いい。
want to angle it.
あ、で
But
も、
no, it looks good.
結構いいよ。
Yeah.
そうちょっとだけなんですけど、そのさっきアンディが言ったそのデジタルブラシで描いた時にも、そのストロークのエントリーを作るっていうのは、結構こういう時このかっこよさを出すのにすごい大事になってくる。こういう、ここだけちょっとこの一回ちょっとだけ伸ばしてから、そう、空に行く。こうね。
Yep.
とか。
So Yuki's main advice there is, even on digital, just making a point to enter. So go left to right and then go down.
そう、ここも一回置
We'll
い
make
て
it a
から
little cooler.
こういう風にシューって言ってもいいって感じかな。
And maybe a little taller here, relative to everything else, would look good. But in general, this is not a bad looking onna
結構
kanji.
いいよ。
Looks very, very good.
そうそう、結構いい。
Yeah, it's impressive. All right,
はい。
doing good, guys. That was the hardest kanji you'll ever have to write. So now that that's done, people think the hardest kanji is utsu, and they're wrong. They're absolutely wrong. It's definitely the one we're doing right now. Making that one look nice is not an easy task. Utsu is just a lot of strokes.
そうだね。はい、いい、上手。
All right.
アンディ上手だね。
ありがとう。おかげさまですよ。Thanks to you.
私を超えていったよね。
No, I'll never get better than you. That's a pipe dream. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we've got next. We're moving on to the second skit of today.
ねえねえ、ユキ。女の子は同じ？
すごい、卵がいっぱいあるね。
ね。
お、見て。あの男の子は卵の王になった。
卵の王は子供？
うん、王子じゃなくて王だよ。
ユキはいつ卵の女王になる？
ならないならない。
Okay, so there were actually only 2 new kanji in that whole extra skit. There was lots of different words, but they're all based around all the kanji we've already learned, plus the 2 new ones. And the 2 new kanji are o, which is king, and tamago. I went with o first, even though tamago comes first in the skit, because tamago is based on o, right? The first kanji in it. So tama and o are the only 2 new kanji. Everything else is like kodomo, which uses the kanji we learned in danshi. And then there's tamago, the ko is also child. And then the other couple kanji are oji, which is king and child, and then jo, which is woman and king. So the only actual new kanji we have left, which we'll go ahead and practice, are o and tama in tamago.
はい。
So let's go ahead and get that going. I'll start with o. We'll start with o, king.
はい。
And see if I can get the stroke order wrong. Did we do kuni already?
Yes.
We did do kuni already, so we've actually
もう国
practiced
や
this
りまし
before.
た。
I got my line popped through.
う
Give me
ん。
another shot.
でも結構いい感じだよ、バランスとかも。
Arigato.
うん。ほんと上手だね。
Okage-sama da yo.
もう特に私もう何もないよ。
You've taught me a lot, so now I just gotta practice. Okay, something like that, eh?
はい。
I should probably come a little bit more over to the right.
そうね、ちょっとだけまあ直すわけじゃないんですけど、ちょっと気になるところは全部がこういうストロークになっちゃってるので、
Not
そう
necessary.
この
okay,
上
the second
が
one.
上2本はこういう感じがよく
I
て、
see.
そう一番下のところだけこういう風だったらなんかその3みたいな感じでね、よかったかなーって思うけど、まあ、好みの問題になってきてるのでもうここまで来たら。
Thanks, Mad Dog. I just want to answer some quick chat questions. I can't remember. I think it's Nakamura. It's wax. It's not gel, it's wax. I'll go grab it later for you if you remind me. I don't know if you're still here even. But Montana Margo said, wow, we'll be ready for that 84 stroke Taito in no time. Said Montana Margo said, seriously, there's kanji with 84 strokes. Not quote real kanji. There's no kanji that are used in daily life that have 84 strokes. The kanji with the most strokes that is technically common knowledge is utsu, and I believe it's 29 strokes. But your average kanji is between like 4 and 15 strokes, probably something like that. So usually not that many. I'd say your real average is probably like 8 to 12. But yeah, but no 84s. It's just like a stylistic kanji, or maybe used in like a family crest or something. Anyway, so that's Yuki's. So I'm gonna take the advice that she just gave, and my first ones are just gonna be kimochi upped. Oops, I almost did a no. And then kimochi up, ne?
はい。
And then we can have the bottom one loopy.
そうですね。うん、いいです。
Something like that. Although hers is taller and thinner.
そう、ちょっとトールの方がいいかな。No だよ。
I
それ
really always want to go there. I don't know why.
ちょっとNo だよ。
Always want to go there. Okay. Something like that, eh?
はい、いいでしょう。
Okay. That was much easier considering the last ones. By the way, to write the tama in tamago. Hi, done. Is that correct?
はい、そうです。
Yeah.
same stroke with O だよね。
This is king.
うん。
And then if you just do this, you now have ball.
うん。
Ball or jewel. Tama. And so and I decided to do that right now because Kona King has already shared both.
あ、OK。
But while other
仕
people
事
are
が早い人がいるな。
So I'll go ahead and write Tama right now as well because it's basically the same thing. There's nothing new you're going to learn about this by doing it completely separately. Do Kimochi up.
うん。
Finish off our king part.
うん。
Oh, that was not so good. But anyway, then we just do a dot.
はい。
Probably not like that. More like that, I guess.
あ、そうですね。はい。丁寧にお願いします。
はい。丁寧にやります。
そう。
Politely, not politely.
ノーラッシュなんだよね。
No rushing.
うん。うまい。うまい。もう超上手。
はい。
いい。すごい。これもう上手だね、ほんと。
ありがとうございます。
素晴らしいです。
Thank you.
こんなにね、みんなね、上手に書けたら、このレッスンいらないんだよ。
いる。The reason that everyone's getting so good at this is because of the lessons, not
いやもう
despite the
皆さん
lessons.
上手。
Yuki の教え方が上手だと思いますよ。
いやー、そう。
I think Yuki's way of teaching is very good, no?
ちょっと、まあみんなのタレントも合わさって。
はい。
はい。O から書いてる？
うん。
あ。いいと思います。
Let's see Yuki's there.
はい。
Yeah, kind of. The balance-wise, Kona King seems similar. Stroke order is similar, although with the 5 you go angled more on your second stroke, I guess. Okay.
ちょっと縦棒が細くなっちゃったけど。
ね。
うん。こんな感じかな。うん。
I still need to work on my exit there.
そうね。
Although it's bleeding. I'm bleeding a lot.
エグジットは、まあそこもちょっとチップがあって、これをちょっと上に、筆をちょっと上に上げるんですよね。あ、私のやつ見えてなかった。
見えてなかった、完全に。
もう一回書くね。こうやって書いたら、この筆をちょっと上げる。
You kind of make a triangle.
そう、上にね。
So you go like that, and you go away like that.
だけどそれを作るためにはちょっと横棒の、ラインを太くしとかないとなんていうの、ナチュラルなエグジットにならないっていう。
はいはいはいはい。
この細いんだったらちっちゃく。そう。はいはいはいはい。そう。太いんだったらこっちも太くって感じで。
OK。
そう、ちょっとだけね、筆を上に上げるのがコツですね。
So you bring it up like that. Okay. I see.
こう。
Thank you. Alright, let's give
どうできるようになった？
A little bit, yeah. So, we were talking, someone mentioned in chat, I think it was Alex. Was it Alex? Let's see. I can't find the comment. I think it was Alex said that this is where they learned that there is a different kanji for tamago. They learned oops, that's really bad.
Different
they
spelling.
learned tamago, the one for scientific tamago, which is used for like fertile eggs that are fertilized or that you fertilize. This tamago, this word with the ball kanji or the jewel kanji that I'm writing right now, plus child, is used for tamago, eggs that you eat.
ちょっと
はい, there's my tamago. I think that's okay.
はい。ちゃんと前に座るって大事だなって思いました今。
これが俺の卵。
はい。いや結構エントリーとエグジットうまくできていていいと思います。玉はまあ O もその最後のやつもそうなんですけど、ちょっと伸びすぎちゃってるね。
Too tall. Yeah. I was thinking that too. A little bit too tall.
そう。ちょっと縦棒を長く書きすぎちゃったなって思っても、ここを下のストロークでこういう風になんとか隠してカモフラージュして最後ちょっとバランスを調整するっていうところが。
Okay.
はい。
So we're gonna go ahead and pull up some kanji that others have written for us today. We've got Grammy here. We'll look at both tamago and O.
あ、いいですね。あ、ちょっと個人情報が。
It's a Macy. Someone can hire him to put in an air conditioner. Anyway, yeah, we'll take a look at these. So if I'm gonna jump in here and give some advice. I think for tamago, your ko is very good as it was before. For tama, I think you can make the middle stroke a little bit shorter than the other two, and maybe also the top one a little bit shorter than the bottom stroke.
そうね。
You know?
そうだね。
で
も上手ではっきり分かりやすく書けていると思います。
But others very easy to understand. Nobody would ever make a mistake reading this. They would know exactly what it says. Oji. So prince.
その王子。
卵ね。This is 王子。はい。
ナンバー9の王子の O はすっごい上手だと思います。
Yeah, this O is very, very good.
その形と同じようにこの卵の上のナンバー6の方ですね。それかけてたらすごい良かったですね。
You want to bring this shape up here and then just put the dot. That's basically what
でももうかけてるのでね、大丈夫だと思います。
But still very, very good.
結構上手。
So Kona King gave us both.
はい。いやもう上手ですよこれ。
Yeah, this one's really good. You got the exit there. Perfect. Better than mine.
その点もいいし、
This is good.
そう縦棒もまっすぐだし、すごい上手だと思います。もういい。もうあとはね、エクスプレッションの世界でね、本当どれだけアーティスティックでいくか。
Yeah, how artistic you want to get is basically the only question left. But that was very, very good.
もうそれが銅の世界になってきますんで、その。
There's really, yeah, not much to say here. Unless, like, the only thing I could think of is maybe looping this up a little bit, like raising it a little bit. But even Yuki didn't really do that on her brush one, so not necessary. Really. She does have a little bit of a loop you can see on her, like a little bit of a
そうね。
bumping up like this instead of just a perfectly straight line.
わざわざこういう風にバンプしてるわけじゃないんだけど、このエントリーとこのエグジットをこの太くでこのはっきり作ることで、ちょっとエッジに見えるっていう技が。
Here's Alex's.
はい。もうアレックスも上手。素晴らしい。いいですね。もう入りもいいし、いい。上手。もうコナキングと一緒に書いてる。
There's not much to say for this one. This is what my exits are looking like, and this is just a matter of getting your perfect little point like Yuki has there. It's just a matter of practice.
そう。ちょっとだけ上に上げるで離すのがまあ綺麗に書けるかなって思います。これをこ こういう感じかな、
ね、
これをペチって置くんじゃなくてこの一回上に上がってからちょっと離す、そうそう、
Raise up your yeah. So Kono King's mentioning about the artistic tips as well, and I believe the artistic tip that Yuki would be likely to give in this situation is that because the kanji is king, which is of course another sort of manly type of kanji, just like with otoko, you can, as you can see with hers, you can expect to put a little bit more oomph into the way you draw it. I've drawn kind of thin, but you can definitely go a little bit thicker. So that's one of the things I think she's talking about when she means artistic. No?
そう、あ、いいね、上手、アンディも上手、
ありがとう。
そうだね、もうさっきの男と同じような感じだよね、これも、キングはストロングでいきたいか、それともちょっとスレンダーでスレンダーか、そのなんかスタイリッシュ王みたいなのを描きたいんだったらそういうスタイルで描いてもいいし、なんだろうね、このもうそういうこういうなんていうのかな、表現の世界っていうか、よりこのアングルをつけるとよりなんか、
if you want to get stylish with your angles and stuff, there's the things you can be a little bit more free with if you want. You can be stylish with your angles if you want. ね。
そうなんだよ。あんまりそのアンディみたいに丸くって感じに書くと、この丸くって感じに書くとちょっと優しい感じのさ雰囲気に見えない？
It looks a little bit kinder. This one.
だけどこういう玉がね玉になっちゃった。だけどなんていうのかな、このストロークのなんか上がりとかこのデザインの感じとかでこのより力強く描いたりするとこの、よりなんかこのストロング感を出せたり、
Yeah, if you draw your strokes with a little bit more strength.
そう、逆にこの細く描いたりすると、
looks a little more stylish.
そう、スタイリッシュな感じになったりするかな。なんかそういうのを勉強するのはもう書道の世界になっちゃうから。
Yeah. So studying that is more of a calligraphy.
そうなんだよね。
The calligraphy world more than the learning Japanese kanji world. So there's not much we can say about that right now. We do give you some calligraphic tips here, but
そうだね。
But mostly that becomes a whole new world. Alex shared one with us as well.
そう、もうすごく
went a little bit stronger. Let's take a look at
はい、失礼しました。いや、アレックスね、もう本当上手なんだよね。まあ、今回はちょっとだけ縦棒が左側に行っちゃったのがちょっと悲しくもあり、まあスタイリッシュと思えばそれでもいいのかなとは思うんですけど。
You definitely want you excuse me. You've come a little bit angled on your tatebo, and you if you're aiming for some stylishness, you can certainly give that a shot.But generally speaking, you want this to be pretty straight.
かな。もうそれ以外はね、結構上手なんだよ。筆の使い方とか、そのエントリーとエグジットとか、その点のさ書き方とか、結構上手にできるようになってるから、もう、本当にこれ以上上手を目指すんだったら、そういう教科書みたいなの買ってその先生のストロークのなんか真似をするみたいな感じになっちゃうんですよね、もうこの。
To aim much higher than that, it's time to take an actual shodo course probably. So that's about as far as Yuki can take us, she said. But I would say you wanna make that tatebo, your up and down line, a little bit straighter. That would be the main advice we could give for that one.
かな。
Here we have five-toed sloth bears.
いや、いい。球もね、バランス取れてて非常にいいです。エントリーもいい感じ。 さっきよりいい感じにエントリーが書けています。
Yeah, we're starting to see the entries here, definitely. And your exits are much clearer.
いや、こも結構いい。このね、このふ、最初のふは、ちょっとだけちっちゃいと、その下のこの、なんていうの、ループの部分が長く見える方が、かっこよく見えると思う。
For your fu, instead of drawing a full-on fu katakana, to make it look a little bit cooler and to make your bottom line look longer, you can make this a little bit, the backstroke here, a little bit shorter. Like you want to make that a bit shorter, like what you see over there.
そう、ちょっとね、こうちょっとだけここが高さがってことね。がちょっとスクイッシーにした方がいいかな。
You want to make it a little bit more squished.
この下をこの長めに取る方が、感じ的にはいいかな。
The bottom to be quite a bit longer than the top fu, and that will make it look a little bit cooler. But your tama there is very, very good.
そう。
Okay. Excellent.
玉も子も両方いい感じ。
All right, so we'll go ahead and watch through the skit one last time so you can get some review of all those words, and then we will jump into the quiz because there's really not a whole lot left for us to say. The extra words that we didn't technically cover are kodomo, which is child, and that uses the child kanji. That's this one that we learned. And then we have oji, which is king and child again. And then we have jo, which is woman, onna kanji, and king kanji. So those are the only ones that we didn't actually write because they use all the same kanji. So we didn't necessarily need to practice those at all. So let's go ahead and watch the skit one more time to get all those down, and then we'll jump into the quiz.
ねえねえ、ユキ。男と男の子と男子は何が違う？
おー、いい質問だね。じゃあ教えるね。
お願いします。
男は英語で man という。簡単だね。男の子は0歳から20歳くらいまでの男だよ。
ああ、じゃあ男子も同じ？
男子は男の子と同じじゃないよ。小学校から大学までの間、男を男子という。でも最近30歳までの男も男子ということがある。
そっか。じゃあ女の子は男の子と同じ？
そう。女の子はだいたい0歳から20歳までの女の人。
そして女子も男子と同じ？
そうだよ。
へえ、ありがと
う。すごい。卵がいっぱいあるね。
ね。
お、見て。あの男の子は卵の王になった。
卵の王は子供？
王子じゃなくて王だよ。
ユキはいつ卵の女王になる？
ならないならない。
All right. So that is all the words from today, which means it's time to jump into the final quiz. For those of you who've showed up since the beginning of the stream, we're going to give you some cards. There's some bonus ones in here. And for the bonus ones, you can give us the actual word in kanji or in hiragana. Either one is fine. Are these the same? This one and this one?
そうですね。
Okay, the same. Yeah, so there's going to be some pictures. You can just give us the word for those, either in kanji or in hiragana or katakana. And when we show you a word in kanji, please give us how to read the word in hiragana, katakana, or romaji if you have it. So what do you call a man over 60? Oji-san. Oji-san. Oji-san or... mostly
最近はそう、おじさんだよね。
Recently, mostly oji-san with a short ji. Oji-san. Oji-chan is what you might have called him a while ago, like a grandpa. But,
そう。でも最近おじいちゃんだと、おじいちゃんっていうかおじいさん。
Like
そう、80とかの。
Oji-san is more 80-ish, and then oji-san is more... It used to be like 35 to 50-ish was oji-san, but people live so long now that it seems that they've continued to be Oji-san up until like 70, 80. And then it's Oji-san after that extended, eh? Our first word is going to be this one.
はーい。
It's my bear.
かわいいじゃん。
I tried. All right, we've got a few answers in chat. Kokomo, not quite. Not quite. Alex is in first place
Kokomo.
with Kona King in second, Five Toed Sloth Bear in third, Montana Margo in fourth. Derpy Dino is still here in fifth place. Excellent job. We'll see if a few other people want to jump in. The Indiana jumped out. Oh, Indiana Jones. Shall we put a hat on our bear?
なんかそういうさ、ベアのカントリーのベアいるよね、なんか。
Morbid Blessing is in
Brother
sixth place. Brother Bear. Hello, Cammy.
は
Welcome to
い、
the
よ
stream.
うこそ。
Tamago is very good job. Let's see what Yuki's got for us. We'll pop
はい。
over to Yuki.
最初の頃のやつやりますね。
Having a night over here. All good.
ありがとうね、モービッドブレッシング。おやすみ。
あれ
あれ、おやすみ誰がおやすみ
寝るって言ってないよ。誰も寝るって言ってない。
having a good night over
Having
here.
a night over here. 何かが起こってるんですよ。何が起こってるかわからないけど、何かが起こっている。
そういうことか。
そういう情報はない。
ミスったし。
それより、1番は
はい、私、失礼しました。
アレックスでございます。
アレックス素晴らしいですね。いつも早いね。1番アレックス。2番ダービーダイノ。3番ファイブトルスロスベア5子。モアビードブレッシング4番。コナキング5番。モンタナマーゴ6番です。何が起きてたんだろうね。なんか真面目に書いてる。
いや、
はい、
真面目じゃないよ。
男の子みんないい感じでした。
はい、excellent job. Let's see what I've got over here. As you can see, I'm a very artistic person.
ブロガーいるよ、ブロガー。
Oh, there are multiple possible answers for this one.
はい。これはちょっと正解がいくつかありますね。
Yeah, you could go with multiple things here. I think I'd accept any of the three possible answers that this could be, including Alex. Yeah, I'd say that's probably correct. And Kona King. Yeah, that's probably correct. So we'll go with first place for Alex, second place for Kona King. I don't think that one works. Five Toes Sloth Bear. Montana Margo, that is correct. And third, I don't think this guy's an Oji-san. Although I guess he could be. I don't know. It's hard to tell. We'd have to put on some like student clothes. But we'll give you that one. Five Toes Sloth Bear in fourth place. Derpy Dino in fifth place. Yeah, I think that works. Sloth Bear. Oji-san. The only one that I would have a hard time accepting for this one. Let's see what Yuki's got for us.
よし、書いといた。
あれ？
はい。どうでしょう。これ、ちょっと、こうだね。この英字、こういう感じだよね。よし。
アンディさん。もう間違えてはいない。
これもいくつか正解があることにしたいと思います。でも1番にしたいんだけど、アンティさんでいいかな、これ。
アンディさんね。
いいですね。1番、アレックス。はい、モンタナマーゴ2番。難しかったかな。名前もアクセプトします。 あ、そうですね。D でお願いします。で、スモール E。あ、コナキング3番。
おじさん。
ちょっとカウンテッドになりました。まあね。あ、優しい。ボイスコレクトですね。コナキング。うん。
Alright, I think this one is a difficult one to answer, so we're going to give you some kanji so that you can actually answer with the reading of something you've learned so far. Unfortunately, you can tell I'm not very good at drawing. That's a
私
pig.
のやつカットオフされた。ユースフオーディションと書いてあります。
Youthful Oji-san, yes. Arigato. A youthful Oji-san. There we go. Alex is in first place with Derpy Dino in second. Nice. I'm going to get a drink with Kona King hitting up third place.
うん。
And Five-Toed Sloth Bear in fourth.
この
Montana Margot is in... Ah, super close. Now you need an extra in there.
お
Adarsh, welcome to the stream. I think that would get you fifth place safely. Yeah, it's very important to have that extra it's not na. It's onna. Onna. So you have to have that extra in there, or it won't quite work out. There you go. There you go. That's the one you're looking for. Sixth place there. We're gonna see what Yuki's got for us.
はい。
Got it.
どうでしょう。
Very close.
そう。ちょっと
But
ス
not
ーパ
quite
ー
the
シ
same.
シミラーだけど、熟語の方ですね。
Yes. あ、お父さんついたね、きっと。
起きた？あ、本当だ。そう。スチューデントがよく言うやつ。
Yes. There you go.
はーい。素晴らしいな、アレックス。はい、アレックス1番。ダビダイの2番。お、
あ、close.
惜しい。ファイブトールスロスベア惜しいよ。最初は点々が必要です。コナキング3番。いいですね。この女はちょですね。
はい。
はい、モンタナマーゴ4番。
はい。
この女結構上手に描けたと思うんですけど。
It's pretty good.
うん。
All right, we're going to jump over to mine. I don't think we have too many people working on the quiz today, which is perfectly fine. What's the difference between onnanoko and joshi? So the whole lesson, this whole lesson, the whole one, if you go back and watch the video, the whole lesson is intended to teach exactly what that is. So we went over that. I'm going to pop up mine here while we talk about that. But Yuki explains in the skit for lesson 15. So if you want to watch that, that'll be helpful. If you'd like to learn in Japanese. If you'd like to learn in English, you can go ahead and listen to me. If you'd like to learn it in Japanese, cover your ears, because I'm going to explain it really quickly. Onnanoko means girl, aged born, a baby until about 20 years old. But joshi is used mostly for students, girl students. And so it's generally ages 6 to 18. Sometimes used for college students as well. But generally speaking, you're not going to be using it outside of talking about students. Although sometimes you will be talking about young girls with that. But no one under like an age of elementary school. So it's a pretty big difference actually.
まあ、エイジディフェンスだよね。
ね。
あと、足立さんは4番で、5番です。
はい。First place for Alex is first place for Alex, yes. And then Kona King is in second with Montana Margot in third and Adarsh is in fourth place. I see. Yeah. Sorry. I just wanted to give you the chance if you wanted to learn it in Japanese about it, what the difference is in Japanese before I explained it in English. That's all. We didn't actually talk about it much during the live stream. Just during that lesson in general. Five to Salt Bear, that is correct. You were in fifth place. And I think there's only 5 or 6 people doing the quiz right now. So let's see what Yuki has for us.
はーい。いきます。じゃじゃん。これは、メールバージョンですね。 お、みんな早い。いきなり早い。いきなり早いぞ。アレックス1番、素晴らしい。ファイブトードスロットベア2番、コナキング3番、ダービーダイノ4番、モンタナマーゴ5番です。
And the difference
みんないいね。
the difference between otokonoko and danshi is the same.
はい。
Otokonoko is a boy, age 0 to 20ish, and danshi is a student that is a boy.
そうね。
So generally 6 to 18 or 22 years old, depending on if they're in university or not. Very good. Popping over to mine, we've got a picture. And this, I'll accept 2 answers for this, but only one is technically correct.
漢字もアベイラボにしたい。
I was thinking about something different, but yeah.
あ、そうなんだ。
Hi, Alex, you've got first place there. Derpy Dino, yes, that's acceptable as well. Third place, Kona King is in. I'm sorry, second place for Derpy Dino. Third place for Kona King. Fourth place for Five Toes Sloth Bear. Fifth place for Montana Margo. And Fried Egg for Alex. Yes, that works as well. I was thinking, So Kona King, yeah, what Kona King said. I think I'm getting the answers first than the actual quiz in the video. Yeah, the video is so the internet, depending on where you are in the world, what actually shows up in chat first for us may be different than what shows up in chat for you. So we can
すごい、モービットブレッシング全部漢字で書いてきた。すごい。
未確認飛行部隊、or just UFO だよね。
そう。
最近 UFO。
UFO は何がそのオリジナルワード？
Unidentified flying object.
それだ。その未確認飛行物体だ。
目玉焼きね。目玉焼き。
そう。
Just 目玉 is your eyeball, but 目玉焼き is this type of way of cooking an egg. Very close. All right, let's see what Yuki's got for us.
はい。じゃじゃん、私もこれ書いてきました。これもこれはいくつあるかな、これ2個ぐらいかな、この答え。
Probably two, yeah, two. Yeah, that. Close, Alex, but not quite.
間に合った。
間
に合いました。間に合った。はい、カウントいきたいと思います。
はい、
1番アレックス、ファイブトールスロスベア惜しい、ダービーダイの2番ファイブトールスロスベア2回目出してくれましたがちょっと難しいですちょっとカウントしません、コナキング3番、モービートブレッシングいいカウントしたいカウントしたい、4番にしたいと思います。モアビットブレッシング4番、モンタナマーゴ5番。
Alex, your fix showed up in my chat, but for some reason it did not show up in the video itself, like right here. But it's in my chat. It's fine.
あ、ファイブトートスロスベ惜しい。N が落ちています。N がどっか行っちゃった。
Yeah. You have to do a double N.
タイポがあります。
Nah. You got to make sure to do the extra N there. Anyway, that was very good.
So,
let's see what I've got. My weird, not a bear. Definitely a pig bear.
アンディ、上手だよね。
のわけあるか。
かわいい。
Alex, that is correct. You're in first place on this one as well, with Five-Toed Sloth Bear in second, Derpy Dino in third, Morbid Blessing in fourth, Kona King in fifth, and Montana Margo in sixth place with the number 2 crown. Next to Morbid Blessing. Thanks again, Morbid Blessing. I thought something came. The thing came that you helped us get during the skit, so I went to grab it, but it ended up being way heavier than what I was expecting. So what actually showed up instead was this. Oh my goodness, this is huge. This is not what I was expecting. Oh my gosh. Look at that.
出た。
Oh my goodness.
ファ ファンやばいね、ほんと。
Wow, let's go ahead and see what's
ファン
in
って
here.
難しいものだよね。
Fans.
うん。
Yeah.
あ、なんか疲れてしまってる。わー。
Wow.
あ、今の漢字それじゃないよ。グリーンのやつだよ、今の漢字。
Whoa. Whoa.
ちょっと
Whoa.
ちょっと
Whoa.
ちょっと違くない？それじゃなくない？
That's exciting. So that just came in the mail. We're going to switch over to Yuki.
それなの？グリーンのやつのさ、リターンオブザキングのキング見せてくれるんじゃなかったの？だから開けたんじゃないの？
Okay, Yuki hit a point. This kanji. What's this kanji? That kanji right there. These are way bigger than I was expecting. I'm actually reading The Lord of the Rings right now as an ebook.
グリーンワンに今日の Today's 漢字があるの
This is
に
today's
さ。
kanji. Give us this one, guys. The first kanji in this title.
うん。
Although you just gave it. That was literally just my word.
全く。
So anyway. Yuki's quiz.
はい。いきますよ。じゃあこれにしたいと思います。これだとあれだよね。リターンオブザキングじゃなくて、ゲーム
Return of the Queen.
そうゲームオブスローンズの方だよね、こっちだと。お、ようこそ。あ、アレックスさんのその王の替えはてなって書いてあるんですけど、そのタイトルの日本語のタイトルは王の帰還と言います。うん。はい。じゃあ数えていくね。そしたらちょっとコメントにお返しします。1番アレックス、2番ファイブトルスロースベア、3番モアビおっと惜しい。ちょっと3番言いたいけど、モアビットレーシング点々が必要です。はい。アヌラグ
You're
さん。
welcome, Anurag. And I will give you an honest answer. Just give us 1 second.
うん。コナキング。
There you go, there you go. There.
ねえ。ぜひチャレンジしてください。モアビットレーシング3番、コナキング4番です。
I'm actually listening to the audiobook along with reading it, like as I read it at the same time. So I'm reading it while listening to the audiobook. So read-alongs are quite fun. That might lead to copyright issues, though, so probably not something we could do live on stream, unfortunately. There's a guy who does read-alongs with anime, or with manga and light novels and stuff on YouTube right now, and I think it's really cool, but I think he's going to get copyright striked eventually. So watch him while you can. I can't remember his name. It's something almost native or something like that. I think is their audiobook in Japanese while listening to it and reading it. It's almost native or something. I don't know. He does read-alongs and breaks down the Japanese in Japanese. But yeah, he's gonna get. He's gonna get banned eventually. Hey, okay. Switching over to the last word on mine. It is.
Oh, これね。これちょっとクラッキングしてるけど、みんなわかるかな、これ。
That one. That's the one, Alex. He's probably gonna get banned eventually. Unfortunately, it's great content. It's just not legal, probably.
いい、めっちゃいい、みんないい感じ。
Close, Alex. That's good. Derpy Dino, you are in first place. Alex, you're almost there, but it's not an ude tamago. It's a yude tamago. Yude tamago. Kira kira tamagos is more of a blessing. I like that. We'll give you a second place for that. What? Humpty Dumpty instead of Goldilocks? It is Humpty Dumpty instead of Goldilocks. Sore wa tamago desu is Lion Do. That is indeed correct. 5 Lot Bear. We'll give you a third place. More, but I like yours bread better, says Alex. Tamago for Adarsh. That is correct. 5th place. Excellent. Yuki, do you have any more for us?
はい、1枚。
Yuki has one more for us. Let's go ahead and see
コ
what
ナ
that
キ
is.
ングさんのさアンサーもめっちゃ良かったのに、
ジラゴン。
ズラゴン。
ドラゴン卵。ドラゴン卵。
そう、
That's
多
good
分
too.
ね、トーに点々だったね。
そうそうそう
トーに点々の
ど
ね。うん。
ど。
そう、英語だとね、ドラゴンでズに聞こえるんですけど、
そうそうそう。
ドラゴンです。
ドラゴン。
はい。
ドラゴンの
じゃあ
卵いいね。
私の last one。last one はこちらです。Today's first
The
漢字
first
です。
kanji
うん
from today.
うん。
Looks nice too.
いやー、キラキラ卵よかったね。
ねえ。キラキラ卵いいね。
はい。アレックス1番、ファイブトートスロスベア2番、ダーフィーダイノ3番、コナキング4番、モアビートブレッシング5番、ダーフィーダイノダンって書いてある。これ、ダンのダン
Yeah.
違うよね。
I think he's just writing the reading of the kanji if it were in another word.
はい、いい男ね。大事。アニメによくあるセリフですよね。
ね。
モンタナマーゴ6番かな。
はい。
アダシーさんは7番ですね。
Excellent job.
うん。あ、いいね。田んぼ力って書いてある。
田んぼ力。
そう、
Yes.
田んぼ力だからね。メンは田んぼ力です。
It is indeed. The chikara for a tambo.
うん。
Alright, guys.
はい。
Excellent job.
うん。みんな素晴らしい。
I hope you had fun today. I hope you learned a lot.
はい。
I definitely got better at writing onna, and I hope, and you guys did too. You did very, very good. One of the hardest kanji ever, but we somehow made it work.
は
Good
い。
job.
私のペンタゴンティップが役に立ったら嬉しいです。
I think the Pentagon tip helped a lot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So next week, I know we had some audio problems with myself today, but hopefully we can get that fixed next week with some other stuff which people who aren't technical don't care about. Thank you so much, More of a Blessing, for your help with that. Really appreciate it.
ねえ、もう2個買います。
One is enough.
マイク2個しかないのにいっぱいオーディオインターフェース買う。
Right. So yes, but thank you for participating, and I hope you got a lot of practice, and we hope to see you next week for lesson 16. For those of you who are members of the website,
Hi.
lesson 17 is already available on the website, and Dan is hard at work on lesson 18 right now, which is already filmed and ready to go. And I'm almost done writing lesson 19. So lots ahead with lots more extra videos coming. And yeah, hope you enjoy it. Looking forward to seeing you guys next time. Kona King, thank you so much. Arigatou gozaimasu for all the kanji critiques and a wonderful way to spend Tuesday night. Yeah. Thank you very much. Appreciate it very much. That will also go to the new audio interface so that you guys can actually hear us. Thank you, Alex. That's going to the audio interface as well. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate all of you. Thank you for participating.
ね
And
え、いやみんな上手だからね。
yeah, everyone's getting much better. There's already less and less for us to correct. Yuki was running into things to correct on mine, so we're like, oh, let's correct everyone's. But then everyone else is getting really, really good.
そうなんだよ。
We're
早
running
い。
into
みんな
things
早
to
すぎる。
correct.
みんな早いよ。もう
I mean-
雪じもう爆発すんのこ
It's
れ。
because everyone has been working. Thank you so much, Five Plus Love. I
ありがとう
appreciate
ござ
that.
います。
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
ありがとうございます。
We have to keep in mind. Yeah, sorry, Anurag. I'm going to answer your question before we sign off. Keep in mind that we just started having people share kanji 2 weeks ago. So they've been practicing along with me
はい
from the beginning. So that's why everyone is already getting really, really good because they've been practicing hard. Anurag, sorry to answer your question. Completely honest and harsh answer. Probably not possible. You might be able to barely scrape by and get like the minimum score, maybe. But the jump from N5 to N4, which it sounds like you finished Genki 1. So the jump from N5 to N4 is not huge. Like it's not a big gap. It's there's another 200 kanji and maybe another 1,500 vocabulary words, maybe, and probably like 100 grammar points. Maybe not that much. Maybe close, like 80 grammar points. There's a lot, but it's not a massive jump. But the jump from N5 to N3 is huge. If you are at an gaming phenomena. Japanese wife brag about it. JK going through the quartet series, self-studying. It's going great. Thank you. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear you're going well. But the jump from N5 to N3 is massive. If you can pass N3 comfortably and you can use all of the material in that lead up to N3 in speech, you can pretty much communicate with anyone about most things in day-to-day life. Like you're basically, for all intents and purposes, fluent, right? Are you going to be able to read a normal novel yet? No, it's still going to be really, really hard. But can you just talk to people that you meet in out and about? Yes, at N3. So that gap between N5 and N3 is huge. So passing N3 in 3 months after only finishing Genki 1 is going to be almost impossible, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. So work really hard. If you have a lot of time, if you have 8 hours a day, maybe 10 hours a day, and you can dedicate all of that to working really hard towards N3, consuming a lot of material, reading a lot of material, studying a lot, then you could get close. But it's still going to be quite hard. But you'd have to spend all day, every day for that 3 months, definitely, without like any breaks. And then maybe, but probably not. But you could still do okay. So it'll give you a good idea on what to work with. So give it a shot. But it's gonna be tough. So that's the honest answer. Sorry. はい。
このアナログさんのレベルはまだ全然聞いてないですもんね。
聞いてます。in Genki 1, they finished Genki 1, they said.
そうか。
I've just finished Genki 1. Be honest if you can, and if you have any advice, love to hear. So the advice is, spend as much time as you can. Just spend as much time as you can with the language. Keep going with what you've been doing, and consume as much as you can. Listen to a lot of Japanese throughout the day. Watch Japanese shows when you can. Get as much reading material as you can. If you're a member of our website, there's tons of reading material up until at least through N4. So you read everything we've got, everything you can. Use like NHK News Web Easy. NHK News Web Easy is excellent because the JLPT uses a lot of like news language. They use a lot of articles and things that are taken from news. So if you read NHK News Web Easy, after you've gone through all of our N4 reading content, that will help you a lot. You'll get lots of grammar and words that are going to pop up on the JLPT on that. So read everything we've got. Read all of the immersion sections. Finish the Genki 2 immersion sections. Like, even if you don't have time to go through all the videos, read everything there and look up the things you don't know. And then jump into NHK News Web Easy and read all of the articles you can. Just keep reading and listen to them as you read them. Listen to them before you read them. Listen to them after you read it. Read along while listening to it, and just go through everything. There's hundreds of articles on there, and until the day of the test. And then you know what? If you have lots of time to spend on it, you might pass. Let us know if you do. And come back to one of the streams and let us know. But or let us know in the comments on the website. So it'll be tough, but that's something you can do to at least approach.
He is a main member of your website なんだから、
Yep. Lots of reading material.
そう。私たちもリーディング、ライティングセクションもヘルプできるし、
Yeah, we can help you with the writing and the reading and stuff.
テストのリゾートとかフィードバックも見てあげられるし、
ありがとうございます。
そう。
Yeah. And also, one other thing is the new Kanji deck is out for N4. So download that and go through that whole thing if you can in the next 3 months. And that'll get you close. You'll at least have the N4 Kanji down. We don't have the N3 deck out yet, but that'll get you close if you're not done with that. All right, guys. So it's time for us to get going, I think.
Okay.
I love you. I love
そう、
trying
メ
to
ンバー
read
だったら
along.
ね、私たちは直接コメントも返せますので、そう、
はい。
いろいろやってみていただけると効果が出るかも。
ね。Five Toed Sloth Bear says, Mata raishu. See you next week. Thank you guys all for hanging out. Guava, thank you very much. And Tapeworm was such a hang up for me. All the conjugations, yes. It takes a long time. Thank you very much, More Blessing. We will see you next week, hopefully, for lesson 16. And the following week will be the live stream. So next week we release lesson 16 like this as a premiere.
はい。
So we chat with you guys in chat. No video of us as we watch the video together. And then the following week, 2 weeks from now, we do this stream again, but for lesson 16. So we'll see you then.
大事な
yes, one more thing. Important announcement before we go. The next live stream will not be on a Wednesday for us, Tuesday for most of you guys right now. It'll be one day later. So we have some plans for that day, so we can't do the live stream. So the following day, it'll be one day late, 2 weeks from now. Ne? So keep that in mind if you're still watching. We'll make an announcement on YouTube as well and in the Discord, so you won't forget, hopefully. All right, guys, have a...
そうだね。24th night かなみんなには。
Right. So it won't be on the 23rd, it'll be on the 20... No? It won't be on the 22nd for us. The 24th. It will be on the 25th for us and the 24th for you, most of you guys, instead of what you would have expected. All right. All right, guys, have a wonderful, I think it's this one, wonderful week, and we'll talk to you next time.
はい。
Ready?
みんなありがとうございました。
はい、せーの。
また次のビデオで会いましょうね。
はい、バイバーイ。
バイバイ。